goodness. Hello, everyone. This is Unapologetically Significant coming at you again. How you doing today, Shelley?
I am doing very well, sir. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Oh, I am just ducky.
Ooh,
Ducky.
what a lucky duck.
Oh, yeah. You just let that stuff roll off your back.
And
That's the name of the game today. Let it just
eh,
roll off your back.
today, tomorrow, yesterday, all
Oh,
of
yeah.
it, we're just
Yeah.
letting it go because
That's
there's no need to overanalyze or overprocess, overthink, all the heading. It's a gravity issue. Okay. Pray about it, let it go, and keep it pushing.
we segue before we even get started. Do we even want to mention those two letters?
Yeah.
One that begins with A,
Yeah.
the other one is I.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, folks, I know there's all kinds of opinions out there on AI
Oh, yeah.
and using chat, whichever chat
There's a million of
name it.
them.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
whichever one.
different devices that you can use as an assistant.
Yeah,
Let's call it.
yes. But I want to tell you, if you haven't dabbled in this,
Mm,
you don't know what you're missing.
yeah.
You really don't. I only think 30% of the time now.
Lies. He thinks all the time. Okay. This just streamlines the thought process. And that's what we're using it for. And you're right, there is some good, bad, and indifferent thoughts about it, but use the tools that we have for good and not evil, and everything should be okay.
I should have said this on a solo podcast
Yes. Like,
because I get called out here.
y'all know he be
But
thinking all the time. Let's just be real.
you can cut down a substantial amount of time with some of the tools that are out there, and I guess that was more of
Mm.
my point.
Yeah. Because it's
And
gonna segue into what we're talking
yeah,
about today because we're talking about being booked and busy.
this
Booked and busy and
B square.
B square. We could throw another B and try to be unbothered, but
Oh,
right now we're gonna go with
unbothered.
booked and busy. And it's mainly because a couple different reasons. One, we have a couple people that reached out to us and says, "Hey, I'm busy all the time. I don't know what to do about
Mhm.
food and eating and yada yada yada." Kind of the thing that we keep circling back to is nutrition and food. Now, what are your thoughts on that before I jump into like spewing my thoughts and my ideas?
Well, I think the number one challenge, or it's in the top five, put it that way, is being so busy that you don't have time to take care of yourself.
Yep,
And one of the main ways you take care of yourself is by what you eat.
absolutely.
And so if you're having challenges along those lines, it becomes a domino effect. Because once the gut gets upset, microbiome gets upset, brain gets upset, everything else starts getting upset, and you see where I'm going. And life just becomes a little more difficult to manage. And it's because of what's percolating down in your gut. And, with all the crazy stuff that's going on inside of jobs, outside of jobs, we're all busy. That's the thing. We're all busy.
Yeah.
And when you start looking at the options that are out there, eh, a lot of them just don't seem feasible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feasible financially, feasible taste wise, emotionally, like all of it. Sometimes or oftentimes that's not the case. So we really need to come up with other options. But
Mhm.
because we are so booked and busy, we almost I think a lot of people are taking it on as a nobility or like, I'm gonna skip lunch so I can help you do XYZ. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, so again, you're going to put yourself on the back burner. Like, I get it. There's corporate pressure. I get it. There's parental pressure. There's all of these dynamics that kind of feed into us doing what we got to do, right? Organizational flexibility, but not at your own expense.
Right. Right.
We have to kind of scale it back and keep the main
Yeah.
thing, and keep this machine going.
If you don't have your health, or if your health is waning, you're not going to be able to put that PowerPoint together. You're not going to be able to give that presentation. So you got to take care of yourself. Don't send yourself down the rabbit hole um, because of pressures on the job, at home, what have you.
Mhm.
'Cause the bottom line is you have to help yourself to help others.
Mm. Help me to
Otherwise,
help you.
yeah, help me. Don't be so B squared.
Yeah, be squared. Mm.
So, so today we are, well, every time we come on, we're very fortunate to have the chef, the nutritionist, the herbalist,
Yeah.
the do everything person with us. But when it comes to food, there's a
I'm
person
your
right
girl.
there.
Yeah.
There's the person. Knows it all. This is the food goddess right here.
Ooh.
Um, fill her up with all kinds of questions and whatnot, because believe me, the stuff that she comes up with is just amazing. Now, I just got to segue for a second. She made this, what was that thing, that kale salad you
Mhm.
brought over? She goes, I just threw this together and, I want you to try it. I'm thinking about doing this, that, and with it. To die for. To
Mm.
absolutely
Yeah.
die for. And I tell you, threw it together and the thing was absolutely delicious. Now just think about that for a second. Threw it together. Now, if you or I threw something together, we'd
It's
probably
a
be in
different
urgent care.
different type of throw. You know what I'm saying?
But, she's blessed with that skill set to be able to throw something together and it's delicious. So, but you and I can't do that. We throw something together. We get to lunchtime and I don't want this, so I'm going out. I'm not going to eat this.
No, I think we just it's a muscle, right? Like for me, it's a gift. It's truly my purpose. Why the good Lord put me on this planet. It has to do with food and nutrition. For other people, it's like going to the gym. You have to learn how to squat properly. You have to learn how to bench press properly so you don't hurt yourself. Same thing with the kitchen, right? Or needlepoint or piano or guitar, whatever it is you're trying to learn, you actually have to practice it. And I say this all the time, you can't be mad at the work you didn't do or the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. You have to put forth the effort. And if not, that's fine. It's not your strong suit, right? You got a couple choices. Okay. You can eat out, and we know the expenses with eating out and the quality of food and the price point.
Mm.
You can hire somebody to do, i.e., me. I can do that for you, or you're going to fast. You got three options. You got to pick one. But when it comes down to the food, it especially when you're working a job or you're doing whatever it is you're doing through the day, it's really about planning. And if it's meal planning, a couple days a week makes life a little bit easier. But even um, understanding the time of day to be eating, there's a statistics out there that says 73% of Americans eat lunch in 20 minutes. Which is not enough time for your
Wolf
body.
it down.
Yeah, just inhaling, like you're not even breathing, right? And while you're doing this, you're multitasking. You're checking your mail, you're checking your email, you're texting people, you're watching something in a PowerPoint. Like you're not solely focused on your food, which definitely compromises the digestive process. So we have that off the bat. So that's 73. The rest of y'all decide, I'm going to snack and drink coffee through this day, and then I'm going to eat really something heavy at night, which is a double negative because,
Because it's going to cause all sorts of issues down the road.
hmm
And the thing, one of the things to understand about digestion is you can actually feel fine, feel healthy, eat food, everything's going a-okay. But danger can be percolating down there and you don't even know it until it manifests itself down the road.
hmm
So, with all the coffee and straining your adrenals and getting that lull in the afternoon and, oh, well, I need another Red Bull to get me through.
hmm
No, you killing yourself slowly.
yeah,
Killing me softly. No,
yeah.
that's a whole nother
We're ready to
thing.
fly. Come on, come on now. Name that too.
It's 2 notes, but no,
Mhm.
no. But no, seriously, you can be doing a lot of damage to yourself, um, with a lot of the habits we have. Because Well, what do these institutions have for you? Very few of them have any sort of cafe or any place where you could just go eat quick, or go down there, get something quickly, come back and eat this outside or whatever and enjoy your meal. Snack machines.
Yeah.
Snack
And
machines.
they take debit. They tap. They
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you don't even need cash anymore.
You damn near can just talk to it and
Yeah.
say, "Hey, charge my credit card." And it's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I got it." Those things are horrible, but they fill you up. They're quick. Um, most of that stuff, ultra, let's say
Processed.
ultra processed, terrible stuff. And it's again, it's working in your system. It's slowing you down. It's made so that you want more of it.
Mhm.
It's either going to be salty, it's going to be sweet,
Mhm.
savory. I mean, is that in that machine? It covers everything.
Yeah. And it lasts like 8 years. Like let me tell you, you can't even fit the jeans you had on last year. Okay. But you're gonna eat something that has a lifespan of 8 years. And I
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
rethink.
yeah, yeah. You can't even read the fine print because there's so many
Yeah.
ingredients in there. Anytime you got to take the wrapper and stretch it out. And I'm up to number 17 in the ingredients.
And these crackers.
Yeah, yeah, these
It's
crackers.
crackers.
With the cheese crackers.
Yeah.
Do you think that shit is cheese? You're crazy.
Oh man.
I digress.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, all good.
so what do we do?
What do we do? Okay, well let's start from the beginning or midway. Okay. So definitely meal prep is going to be your best friend. I'm not saying because it's new, I'm not going to say do it every day. I'm going to say do it 3 days a week. And if you want to eat out to those other two because it's a little bit too overwhelming, totally give yourself a pass. It's okay. But really understanding what can sustain your day. If you have a refrigerator, if you need to have your own little cooler pack, if you need, what you're going to package your lunch in or your snacks, you want to think about that. But you want high fiber with a little bit of protein. And when I'm talking about fiber, I'm talking about vegetables. Okay. I'm not referring to anything else. Um, and then wraps, bowls, salads, those kind of things are good. I really want you guys to beef up that portion of vegetables and even fruit. Fruit is going to be good for you too, but you want to throw in a little bit of protein if you are partaking with the animals. Go ahead and slide some in there, but you really want to plan out for that. And when you're meal prepping or just prepping for your lunch, you want to do that a couple days ahead of time, so you're not in the morning freaking out. You can't find your socks or your keys, and now you got to make lunch, and then you realize that you don't have what you need to make.
Mhm.
Like you really need to be intentional about when you're going shopping, your grocery list, and make sure you're just buying the best that you can at that particular moment. Buy things that are in season,
Mhm.
but ideally, even some pasta. Again, that meal in the middle of the day should be the largest portion of your day. So get it in. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
saying like, only eat lettuce. I mean, come on, you're not a freaking rabbit. Um, but at the same time, mix it up. Get some spinach, get some kale, try some zucchini noodles instead of regular
Mhm.
pasta noodles, or have pasta. But I really want you to practice on making a couple of portions for the last of the week.
Mm.
Best way to do that is if meal prep, the term scares you. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But whatever
Where
you're
you
having,
going? Where
yes.
you going? Because I'll forget about
No,
this
go
stuff.
ahead.
In the beginning, you were talking about, packing your lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and buy a new
No, no.
bag to pack your lunch in. Don't use that old cruddy ones that's got all these demons on it from when you tried this and that and the other thing, and all the memories are in there. And it's not functional. I mean, they have some functional ones out
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that you almost want to take lunch because it's so cool the way they are, the compartments they have
Yeah,
and
and the ice
whatnot.
packs
Yeah,
section, so
yeah,
you're not jumbled all
yeah,
over
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
The little compartments. Use glass.
Don't get a dollar store one.
Yeah,
Don't
no
do
shade on
that.
$1.25, by the way. Whatever. Get some good stuff. Like it's an investment, right? You may spend. I mean, you can go to pretty much any Kohl's, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Ross, Target. No shade on Target right now. I'm still protesting, to be honest. But you know what I mean? You can go to any place and find good
Mm-hmm.
lunchwear or stemware or picnic wear, whatever we're going to call it. But
Because it's got to be functional.
it's
That's
got
the
to be
thing.
functional, and it should be like either a bento box. Okay, it's actually called a bento box. It is insulated and it has little sections for different compartments. Or get some glassware. You can get it from Amazon. Maybe we put the link in the bio because we're trying to get away from the whole plastic thing, especially if it's something you're going to be reheating, and you can reuse it. Like, we're recycling, right? We
Right.
don't want to be wasteful where we can. If you know this is something you're going to do a couple days a week, then it's like buying a new pair of shoes. You're going to buy them J's. It's because you know you're going to wear them. You're going to take care of them. Same thing when it comes to your food
Right. Right.
or what you're going to put your food in.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you for that. Now I forgot what I was saying.
No, you were meal prepping a couple of times a week, 2-3
Oh,
times a
dinner.
week.
So when you're making your dinner, make an extra portion of meat and make that be for your next couple days.
Ooh.
Right? That's the cheat. That's a little cheat code, right? So if you're
So
making,
don't stuff that whole meal.
stop it. Okay? Stop it right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. We watching. Don't do that. So, 4 to 6 ounces of animal protein is what you should be having. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, I'm not
Hey,
gonna
we just
talk
talked
about that.
about the amount of protein that folks
Yeah.
should be having.
Yep. Yep.
And it's what? 1.2 to 1.5
Yep. That's
grams of protein per pound of body weight.
Yes.
That's the latest thing that's out.
Mhm.
And side note, just a side note, there was a conference about 2 years ago, and this takes place like every 5 years or so, or 3 years, something like that. But there was one 2 years ago where they brought together all these different doctors from all different specialties and said, what is the number one thing that you see wrong with people? And after talking about stress and a bunch of other stuff, they said their diet.
Mhm.
And most people do not get enough protein in their diet. The building blocks of this machine,
Yeah.
there's no mortar. You can't put the bricks together.
Yeah. It's like the house with the 3 little pigs. It's like it's made of straw. Like, I'm gonna and it's gonna blow away.
Yeah, yeah.
But protein is key, and you need that. I think on the last podcast I was saying, or maybe it was at the health expo, but your brain needs protein to function.
Mm-hmm.
So all that brain fog, scattered energy, all of that you need in it. And if you're vegan, vegetarian, there's other forms. You do not have to eat. I mean, come on, you don't have to eat an animal protein to get animal protein to feel full or to get that.
Right.
It comes from vitamins. You think about silverback gorillas; they're the biggest thing in the jungle, and they are vegetarians. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it can be done. You just have to be a little bit thoughtful
Yep.
about it. The same way you treat your friends and your family, you need to treat yourself that same way. But going back to the idea of you're already cooking dinner. Okay, just make an extra portion of meat to last you a couple of days. 4 to 6 ounces ideally is what you should be having, and then the rest should be all vegetables. And you're going to notice that after, it doesn't take long, I would say maybe a week or so, you're going to know, if not sooner, depending on how your body constitution is made up, you're going to notice in the way you feel in that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock time zone.
Mm-hmm.
That crash that you usually have, the brain fog, the scattered thoughts, all of that stuff, it eventually starts to dissipate. I'm not going to say it's gone forever, but it will be noticeably different when you start a different eating regimen, when you're actually feeding your cells and your body what it's need, and hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Water is going to be key.
Yep.
But just mix it up. We were talking about AI. Throw it in there. Say, hey, whatever your vice is, I have turkey. I got 6 ounces of turkey. What can I do for lunch? And it's going to throw some ideas out. If you don't want to do that and you're anti-AI, that's on you. God, I pray for you. But call me, message me. Y'all think we playing? Like, the people that I think actually message us, and we either decide to, A, we'll always message back, or B, we'll create a whole podcast to talk about said topic, because we know you're not the only one.
Right.
We try not to talk about shit or yuck your yum, right? But we're going to call a spade a spade. Period. We do it with love.
Right.
We do it with love. But the whole eating thing, like, you really are supposed to take that time for you. I understand we are busy, we are multitasking, Lord knows how many things we have on our agenda throughout the day. But you have to take that 30 minutes of quiet time for yourself. And the statistics don't lie, the numbers don't lie. 73% of Americans are eating, wolfing down food in 20 minutes while multitasking. That's not enough. That will guarantee cause some digestive issues
Hmm.
if it's just overeating because you're just eating too fast and you don't even realize the body doesn't even realize it's full. So you just keep going at it, or you think this is the only time I'm gonna have to eat, so I'm gonna just do the most
Hmm.
as I
Hmm.
can. Boo. No. Wrong. Wrong answer.
And because you're eating fast, that does not equate to fast food.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
For,
fast food that way. I can eat it fast.
yeah, no.
Don't
Yeah.
don't do
That's not how it works. You guys are
that.
literally playing on the words, and that's not how it works.
But yeah, it's got to be nutritious. The gut brain axis.
Ooh, tell them about it.
Think of it as a highway. It's a highway.
It's a two-way highway, so
Yeah.
there's no suicide lane. Like the middle lane, they ain't none of that. It's just old school, one way in, one way. Yeah,
That's right.
carry
That's
on.
right.
Sorry.
And the thing is the brain obviously has to be nourished. And where is it going to come from? It comes from the food that you eat, hopefully absorb well. And it gets in the gut. You got the good gut bacteria going on in there. Your microbiome is more balanced. And so now that nutrition is feeding its way back up into the brain. The brain is getting what it needs. Brain is sending the signal back down to the gut, like, hey, you're doing good. Hey, you need to put a little more salt on this. You need to
Hmm.
do a little of this. Just joking, but that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, because
I
it's
mean, they're talking back and forth of what each one needs and more of and what have you. And so don't ever think that food does not affect you mentally and emotionally, because it does as soon as you start eating.
yeah.
So,
It's either you're eating to live or you're eating to
mm-mm,
die. Like, are you or what you're eating, is it going to sustain your life, the life force, the Agni, the
mm-hmm,
prana? Is it going to do that or no? It's very simple. We just we play coy, we suspend our logic for emotions. Like we do a lot of like Jedi mind tricking to ourselves to justify our limitations. And it is complete and absolutely BS.
mm-hmm.
It is. Like, I don't want to hear I'm too busy. Guess what? I'm busy too. But you have to do the work. I mean, the reasons why we're saying, oh, I gotta provide for my family. What if something happens to you behind that could have been totally prevented? It takes 6 years for disease to fully manifest. 6 years. So go back and think what your ass was doing back in 2021. You know what I mean?
Right?
2020, like that was a trying time for all
Yep.
of us.
Yep. Yep.
Some of it says, that was the best time because, people could just couldn't pop up at your house. They had to call first. You could hashtag go medical and just be, left alone for a long time. And then other people were left alone and they were sad and they were depressed and they went through divorce and then people lost their jobs. So it was a trying time 6 years ago, 2020. So now we're here in this moment, like we don't know what's back there. If you have not got your blood work, then you really don't know what's going on internal. You know what I mean? So at some point, we have to kind of look at the whole so we can know where we're at, the starting point, and then work
Mhm.
from there. We meet people where they're at. We say it
Right.
all the time. We got to
Right.
meet you where you're at, and then we grow and evolve from that point. If you don't know, you're just shooting out the dark, like, oh, I think I feel good, even though I have this one thing. There's
Mhm.
two things that happen that it's been happening for like the last 5 years, and I haven't died yet, so it must be okay. Woo! You playing Russian roulette.
Totally. Totally. And don't you just can't do that. You just can't do it. You got to be serious about your health. And this whole idea of what to eat,
Mm.
it has grown into this monster that just overwhelms
It's
people.
intimidating.
And COVID didn't help. I can order my food, someone will deliver it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They'll deliver the
Do
fast food.
do I really want someone delivering my food? You've heard all the stories.
Yeah.
Oh, slice of pizza missing. Pizza doesn't look quite right. Why you
Mhm.
eating pizza? But that's a whole nother thing.
Mhm.
Oh, it's something. It looks like, you know,
You're taking your chances.
you are. You're rolling the dice.
Yeah.
All you're doing is rolling the dice. And then what are the places that are really pushing, their meals to be delivered? It's all the fast food
Mhm.
places, and we know that's not healthy. But we've gotten into this habit now. It's quick, it's easy. Oh, I don't have to do anything. Well, what about the money? You always talk about you can't buy good healthy food. You can't buy the right targeted supplements, but you're paying delivery fees and all this
Yeah.
other stuff.
You got
That don't make
yeah.
sense. It just don't make sense.
Do the math. Like when you break it down, like $7 for a coffee, you got $15 for crap lunch plus your tip and gratuity. That is a professional chef meal that you could have had for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really think about it. Like, y'all nickel and diming, y'all over here, bending down to pick up the pennies and letting the dollars float away. Like, it doesn't really make sense, but it's perspective, right? It's really just sitting down and looking at your bank statement and saying, it will do it. All you have to do is push and ask for the report, and it will break down where your money is going. It will say
Mm-hmm.
if it's entertainment, food, groceries, gas, electric
Mm-hmm.
bills. It will break it down, and you'd be surprised. I made my kids do this because they love DoorDash, and I'm so against it because I cook. They know how to cook, but it's just pure laziness
Mm-hmm.
for them. But everybody has a reason. But when you look at how much money you're actually spending, you could have paid that car payment. You
Yep.
could have had that new gym membership. You could have bought the new J's. You could
Yep.
have went to, you could have went to the Spa Sedona. Like there's a lot of stuff you could have done instead of having that subpar meal that went through you
Mm-hmm.
a couple hours later. Like
Yep. Yep.
let's keep the main thing the main thing.
And
And
the
it,
math is I'm glad you brought that up. You need to do it.
yeah. It
And
can,
I know a bunch of people that eat out at least 3 or 4 times a week, and then there's 2 of them. Okay, so tell me where you can get a halfway decent meal for 2 under $50.
yeah. I,
So,
I
we
mean,
got
unless you're sharing something, I don't know.
So, you got $50 for going out once for
Yep.
the 2 of you. Now you went out the second time, that's $100. Went out third time, that's $150. Each week,
Yeah.
what does that add up to?
Not including the little coffee or your ice
Yep, yep,
cream
yep,
or your
yep. I
donut,
can get a little dessert.
$3 and
Yeah,
$5. So we're up to about $200 a week,
yeah,
a couple of meals.
yeah,
You can spend that with me and you'll get a whole week's worth of food.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
Like I'm not out of here to price gouge. And that's one of the things I know a lot of companies are, their prices are steep, so it's a little off-putting. But when you break it down on a daily basis, what it's
Mhm.
going to cost, that's different.
Right, right.
And you get what you pay for. And the portion sizes, at least my portion sizes, are going to be a little bit more
Mhm,
robust.
mhm.
And you know what I mean?
It's
So
gonna
because I
be
get it.
healthy, it's not gonna
Yeah.
have seed oils in it. It's
Bullshit.
not gonna have somebody who's all stinking thinking, making your food, putting all that crappy energy into it. It's not someone who's, delivering it that don't wanna do this, don't wanna get a real job. Not saying anything
Yeah.
against those folks, but
Yeah.
some of them. And, you avoid all that nonsense that's gonna affect your health. So why not try it?
Hmm.
Why not?
And if you don't want to, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Get your ass up and do it. Okay. I done told you. I done told you what to do. No, seriously, you got to make dinner. If you
Mhm,
make dinner once a week, fine by me. But and that dinner portion, just make additional meat so you can have for the rest of the week, or make additional sides if you want to just eat veggies for the whole week, whatever. If you're going to be doing that, I think everybody needs to be using targeted supplementation. We already talked
mhm,
about that. And that's this guy. Not that we're pushing you to do anything, but you should be doing both. But if you're not,
mhm,
you need to pick and choose. Like if you're going to eat crap, at least get some supplements that are actually going to feed your body what you're missing or fill the gaps a little bit. Like it's not going to be 100%. It's actually a vanity metric, in my personal opinion, when you want to do one and not the other. You can't eat like crap and then go to the gym. You can't, you can't go to the gym and then eat like crap. It doesn't, the math ain't mathing. It doesn't make sense. And we really want to challenge you to really look at the bigger picture of what your goal is for your life journey. And it's going to include nutrition. It's going to
Hmm.
include working out. It's going to include mindful work and doing the shadow work on yourself and really trying to be a better you for yourself. Because if there ain't no you, you're talking about you're doing this for your family and your provider and all these
Hmm.
wonderful, noble, sexy things.
Right.
But
Right.
at the end of the day, if you don't want to take care of you, your star player,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
playing. You
Yeah.
playing in our face right now, and I don't
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'm gonna call you out. Like,
Down to the minor leagues.
you back, go back, go back. Let's gotta practice that swing.
But yeah, this again, we wanted to touch on some of your concerns.
Mhm.
And as Shelley said, if one person has the concerns, multiple people have the concerns. And it's she's giving you some very good tips to help you with this area. Don't be afraid to write.
Mhm. Ask for help.
Ask for help. That's a strength. It's
Mhm.
not a weakness. It's a strength to ask for help. And you've got a renowned chef here that can just throw stuff together and it tastes wonderful. Why not utilize your resources? You're tuning in, you're watching. Why not utilize the resources? You're going to save money.
Yeah.
You're going to get healthier. Damn, those two right along.
Yeah, that's okay. End the show.
That's a wrap.
Good night. It's like, what else? What else is there? It's like the more life I live, the more simple and simplistic it gets of
Mhm.
what truly makes me happy, right?
Right.
I am living in my purpose really fully in the sun with unapologetically living in my purpose, and it feels good. Is it me? It doesn't look like I thought it would look like. I thought, okay, Shelly, you're going to have that, Range Rover Defender, and you're going to have this $1 million house, and your kids are going to be in prep school, and all of this yibby yab 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 yab, right? I wouldn't have these little, mad bumps right here.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to look a certain way. It
Mhm.
does not look the way I thought it was going to be. But I am more happy today in this moment than when I was making $250,000 in corporate America. It I was good at what I did.
Mhm.
I made a lot of money and it was great, but it wasn't what I was called to do.
There you go.
There's no
There you
price
go.
behind that. They say money buys happiness. Money will make you comfortable, but I don't think it truly buys happiness if you are a miserable, unhealthy person.
Mhm.
You got to figure out what makes, you know, what's your with them, what's in it for you, what
Yeah.
makes you happy, and then everybody surrounded by you will be a byproduct of your joy.
That's
They
it.
will be impacted by you being truly happy and walking in your and staying in your lane, that it's going to inspire them to walk in their lane. And that's kind of one of the
Mhm.
reasons why we even Rich came up with the show, and he had the grace or the craziness to invite me along for the journey. This is what it's about, is building a community where we can be okay and support each other doing whatever it is. I'm not, this is the medical genius over here. He's the researchologist. He's the chemist. He's literally the everything that I'm not. And that's why this balance works, right? But he stays in his lane, I stay in mine. And then we have this synergy
Mm.
that is unmatched and untouched. And we're going to encourage you to find your community. Hopefully it's here. If not,
Right.
then let me holler at you and we'll find you your community. Because it's like life is too short to be unhappy.
It
Like
really
it's not,
is.
it's like,
Yep.
that's just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, sorry. Couldn't find a knife, use up all my vocabulary. I'm like, that's dumb. Moving on.
Hey, you're gonna get the real deal here. That's the thing. And we've gotten comments and talking about the stuff we talk about, how we present it and whatnot. And the bottom line is people are saying, wow, how do I just be me?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah. You gotta know who that is. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
be okay. You have to have the courage to take off all the masks that you've had on, those layers of onions to
Yes.
pull them back.
Let them tears flow.
Let 'em flow.
Let them flow.
Let people cry around you.
That's it.
It's
That's it.
okay, but
Yep.
you have to be okay with that. You know, you like whatever it is you like. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? Like,
mhm.
and some people have been so long, like, oh, my mom, this is the way she, my parents raised me. Like, I bet they raised you that way, but who are you?
Yeah.
Like, are you
Exactly.
really a mirror image of them? Like,
We better cut it right
breathe,
now.
breathe. Everyone, we're gonna end this with an inhale. We're gonna let that one go.
I think on that note, we may have to jump off of this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go.
But seriously, we appreciate all of you. Keep the comments coming, keep the likes coming. We do appreciate it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Burp, burp,
Yeah.
burp, burp. And if there's something you want us to talk about, as crazy as we are,
Yeah. We're down.
we're down.
We're down for
We'll
a good
do it.
time.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Toodles.
Peace out.